can someone write this exam on your behalf? Hi beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ayoola. I am a Nigerian content creator based in Dallas, and if you're new here, thank you for dropping by, and if you're a returning subscriber, you already know you're an answer to prayers. Thank you for always coming back. Anyways, today I am going to be answering one message that I got from YouTube here on GRE. I know GRE is like a hot topic and you all just want more information, and I think that is very valid. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. My phone, because I need to search for the particular question, like the way it is. I don't want to model up anything. This would have just been easily answered in the comments. However, I noticed that people keep repeating the same questions over and over again, and that's because they don't get to see the answer that I already gave, most likely. So Rani, and this is your answer. She asked, or he asked, will I get my results immediately after the exam, or they would send me the scores later? And two questions actually. Second question is, can someone write this exam on your behalf? Okay, Rani, and okay to 6,000 other people watching, hopefully, and want to learn something about GRE. Let's talk. First things first, I would answer this question, the particular first one, by giving you what the actual exam day GRE protocol looks like. The day of your exam, the essential things you are supposed to take with you is your ID card, like your identification card. And most people, especially if you're Nigerian, most people use their international passport. I'm not saying you can't use another form of identification, but I personally use my ID, my passport, which was my passport. But there is driver's license, because I didn't have a driver's license. You can use your driver's license, you can use your voter's card. Yeah, I think those are the three, to the best of my knowledge, that I can remember that is widely acceptable as a means of identification for your GRE exam. So you're supposed to go into the exam hall or go into the exam center with this identification card. So that's the first thing. Another essential is, I don't advise that you just go without your phone, because you might want to talk to people after the exam. But the requirement is you only go with the essentials. You don't go with your phone, your bags. However, most centers, at least the center I wrote in, decent centers will have you get you a locker that you can lock up your personal belongings into, and is honestly at your own risk. So you don't really want to do that. No brainer. I think after that, that's just something you should know, that there will be a locker provided for you to put your personal belongings inside. The next thing to take note of is you need to arrive early, at least 30 minutes early, because there is like different segments. They need to check your documents, make sure that you are well registered, that you have, because not everybody writes the exam at the center that they actually register in. So to be very honest, that process might take a bit of time. I'm not saying you'll be there for like ages, but you'll be there for at least get there 30 minutes before your exam. No African time, please. This is very important. And if you come into the exam and you are immediately entering into the hall, you will be palpitating and all that stuff. So I would definitely say arrive early, at least 30 minutes early. There would be a proper check if you're well registered, if your ID is correct and all that good stuff. So make sure that it's correct. They are actually going to check these things. It's not going to be, oh yeah, I'm not checking it, you just go into the exam. Or the next thing to note is that it's now time to go into the exam, all right? You lock your things in the locker provided, and you're allowed to go in with the key. However, the exam is computer-based, right? If you're writing the computer-based type, when you get into the exam, everybody kind of have like, either they already assigned you a spot or you just get any spots that you get. It's not a problem, to be honest. It's not that important of where you sit down. But the center would also provide you a scratch paper. That's like an A4 paper where you can do like your small mathematics, your small thinking, and all that, and a pencil. They will give you that. And if you want to come along with your own, very, very fine. I don't think they have any problem for you to do that. However, it's supposed to be a plain paper and a pencil. To be very honest, the center is going to provide this for you anyways, so that's not something to dwell upon. Now it's time for the exam. The exam is timed, as we all know. However, there is a 10 minutes break that is given to you after you complete like the third section of the exam. You have like a 10 minutes break. You can decide to go to the restroom. You can decide to dash out and just breathe for a bit. You're seated for the exam, and you already did your sections. You get a 10 minutes break after. You get like 1 minute break in between each of the tests, to be honest. It's not like it just runs through and you didn't have a time to like take in oxygen, to be honest. The last thing is answer to Rani's question. Do I get my scores immediately or do I get it later? So there is something called an unofficial score reporting. So immediately you finish your exam, you will be privileged to see your quantitative and your verbal scores immediately. Like it loads up for a bit and it shows you, oh voila, this is what you have. And they call that the unofficial score. You can take a picture of it. Well, no, you're not with your phone. I'm not sure. At least you can write that down, like this is what I scored. But the only score you are not going to get on test day is your writing score, because it needs to go through like I don't know, maybe a machine or something, or people, whoever it is that is marking it. So you won't get that immediately. So you can't actually get your accumulative score just yet. However, your analytical writing score is not as much as whatever it is you have in your verbal and your quantitative is like more important. Your analytical writing is just a matter of, can it make me feel like, can it push me into a better grade, or can it push me? It can't really push you down, to be honest. It can either push you up or you just remain where you are. So that's the last score, and that is going to come in your official score, and that takes about, depends on the center and if you don't have any issues, I think 7 to 10 days, honestly. Your official reports will be sent to your email. Yes, definitely to your email, or they would send you an email saying that your result is ready, and you log into your GRE portal and you'll be able to see what the full-blown result is, including the verbal that you saw the other time, and the analytical writing and the quantitative. The accumulative score would now appear. However, test day, you are definitely going to see part of your score, which I don't know if it's a good thing, but I don't think it's a bad thing either, to be honest. It's either you die now, you die later, or die not die. So it's a Nigerian slang that means what will be, to be honest. So you are just going to see that result. So Rani, that is what GRE test day is all about, and I wish you all the best in your test. However, for your second question that says that can someone write this exam for you? To be very honest, I don't think that is even a valid thing to think about. I don't think anybody can write the exam for you. Are there people that can do things like that, shady things like that? To be honest, it's possible. However, I do not support, I do not endorse, and I do not think it's right for anybody to write that exam for you, because the truth is, okay, what if they fail the exam? Are you not going to tell them that they should give you back your money? Or are you just going to accept your fate? And if you can actually go to school and pass, I'm not saying GRE is not a test of intelligence, to be honest. I don't think it's a test of intelligence. However, it's a test of resilience and how much you want this. So, yeah, can you find somebody that will write it for you? Maybe, maybe not. Do I recommend it? Absolutely not. Anyways, to everybody that's going to write the exam anytime soon, I wish you all the best. And yes, I think that's all for this video, to be honest. Nothing too much. I love you all. I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you know somebody that's about to write GRE, this is something they should definitely see, and this is something they should definitely know, so definitely share it with them. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. Don't forget to leave your questions. I would be doing this more often because it just helps more people get clarity. So please don't forget to drop your questions in the comment section, and let's chit chat over there. Okay. Bye guys, love you.